Hey guys, today we are making a delicious spicy chicken pasta, and we're going to do it in a slow cooker because I have solar power. That means that this is a free method of cooking my food. So we're starting with some chicken breasts. So get some nice, juicy, frozen chicken breasts or thawed, it doesn't matter. Throw them in a slow cooker, and then whatever choice of hot sauce you want, dose that shit on the chicken. And we're also going to add just a couple flakes of some chili flakes, some soy sauce, and a little bit of Himalayan sea salt. I don't know where the top part of it is, but the salt will dissolve once the chicken starts to cook. So I'm just gonna add whoa, that's probably too much. Just a little bit of salt. And we're gonna put the, sorry, I'm losing my voice. We're gonna put the lid on, and we're gonna let it cook basically for the entire day, but throughout the day we are going to flip it over and over so that each side is getting coated and cooked nicely from the bottom up and saturated in the sauce. I'll see you in a couple hours. Right, let's do our first flip. I think it's been probably about 2 hours, so that's enough time to let it juice. Wonderful. Even feel free to poke a couple holes in it. There we go. These are cooking brilliantly. Now we'll let that other side absorb some of that moisture. Now, next I would chop up some onions and throw it in here. By tossing in the onions now, you're gonna get all of the flavor, and they're gonna be so soft that you're not even gonna taste them. You're not even gonna feel the crunch. They're just gonna dissolve into this crock pot. So that is the next thing. So some white, yellow onion, chop it up, I don't know, 1/4 cup, throw her in. Now, let's put the lid back on, leave it for maybe another couple hours. We will check on her in a little bit. Now we're gonna wanna shred our chicken. So basically what I'm doing is just going in with a fork and then just gently kind of pulling it apart. If it doesn't do it easily, that just means that the chicken needs a little bit more time to be warmed up, moisturized, cooked, but it's been, I would say, at least 4 hours. So my chicken was actually from frozen, and it is ready to be kind of pulled apart. So this is what we're gonna do. And don't do it too small, because you do want like a good bite with the chicken. So like if you can imagine like grabbing some chicken with your pasta, you know, just make sure that you got some good chunks. So go ahead and do that, put the lid back on, and then we're going to turn it on low. And if you're not quite ready, maybe put it on warm, because it is like not even 3 o'clock in the afternoon and dinner isn't until later. So I am like way ahead of the game. Right, now that it's been a couple hours, I'm going to put in our pasta sauce so that it can marinate with the chicken. So you can choose any pasta sauce you want. You can hand make it, you can buy it. This is the one I'm using. I'm not gonna lie, you have no idea how hard this was to open. I mean, look at the jar. Oh my goodness. Okay, this isn't going to hurt anything, but if you just put a little bit of water in the jar and shake it around, you're going to get the rest of the pizza sauce, or pasta sauce, so you're not wasting any. Plus, a little bit of water is fine, because I am not serving this for a while, and we want the chicken to be moist. Here's our remaining pasta sauce, and then just take your fork and kind of mix that around. Oh yeah, that's good. Now the chicken will absorb as much flavor as we can. And realistically, you just let that warm up for about 20 minutes and start cooking your pasta. And then you're ready to serve. We're also gonna do a side. We're gonna do Caesar salad and homemade garlic toast. You don't have to do homemade Caesar salad. You could buy it. You could buy your garlic toast. I'm just using what I have. And then I also had a leftover piece of bacon, so I chopped it up and I'm kind of like prepping for later. So I'm gonna have like Caesar salad. I actually don't even have Caesar dressing, but I do have Mediterranean, which kind of works because we're doing pasta. And also a quick tip before we let this sit for a little bit is adding some Parmesan cheese to it. So you're gonna want to save a little bit for the topping for aesthetics, but cooking the cheese in with the chicken is going to add so much flavor, and especially with the spice, you're gonna want to kind of balance that out. Yeah, you see how it's kind of melting already? That's exactly what you want. And then we'll save the little the shavings for the topping. There, just like that. Now put the lid on. See you in 20 minutes. Okay, we're gonna switch it up a little bit because I've never done this before. I am incredibly low on butane for my stove and I have no money to buy butane. I decided to try something a little different. We're gonna take the fettuccine and we're gonna put it in the slow cooker and cook the noodles in the slow cooker. I've never done this before. I asked my mom if you can. She said Google it. I Googled it. There was a recipe that said you can. We're gonna give it a shot. Oh, wow. That's actually very moisturous, which is perfect because we will need the moisture to cook the noodles. Oh, it smells good. Let's get the sniffer in there. Ooh, it smells like pasta sauce. Okay, so what I read was to put the noodles on the bottom, but because it's already in there, we're just gonna throw them in. Oh my gosh, you guys, if this turns out, I don't even know what to say. It does say to break them, but I'm not gonna do that. I think that they'll soften up very quickly. So we have the noodles in there. They just shyly fit. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go for a 20-minute jog. And when I come back, I'm just gonna push the noodles down once and for all. It does say to stir it quite often so that they don't get mushy. That is my biggest fear, but I don't think they will. So put the lid on, also put it on high, and let's experiment. Okay, whoa, I just got back from my jog. I mean, do you want, oh, you can't even see. This is extreme close up. I'm sweating, but also look at the temp. Gross. The funny thing about that is like, I've been like so cold, obviously, because we haven't had heat all winter. This is like a blessing, but like, from one extreme to the other, am I right? Okay, so let's mush these up a little, or at least spread them apart. They're gonna kind of stick together a little bit, so we're gonna wanna stir these guys in. If you don't have enough liquid, I would suggest adding some. I might actually add a cup of water. Hello, Boris. We're just gonna add. There. Perfecto! Give it another stir. Let her keep cooking. On high. Okay guys, it's time for a good chef needs to taste test their food. Oh, who is she with some makeup on? Well, noodles are definitely not done. Really? Okay, part of the noodle's done. That's freaking good. Boy! The sauce is scrumptious. Delightful. So, I'd say like half the noodle's done. And then the parts that are kind of, excuse my sweat, oh my god, it's so hot in here. It's like 28.5 now. Okay, so, yeah. Mix them around, make sure that all the parts are cooked. Because like part of it's done, part of it's not quite done. So, do another stir as much as you can. And she's ready to serve. Okay, so this is why we sample. So after sampling a couple times, I decided that we're going to put the rest of the Parmesan in. You can leave some out for garnish, but I'm going to put the rest in just because I don't have a lot of Parmesan left. And I'd rather have it cook in with the noodles. Also, save some for your Caesar salad if you're doing a side. Okay, I have come to the conclusion that it is done. I actually like my noodles a little bit on the raw side. Cheers, you guys. I hope you make this. It was so easy to make, really didn't do a whole heck of a lot. And it was free, like power-wise, because I'm on solar power, so got a nice chicken, got a nice noodle and some Parmesan cheese. Cheers. That's restaurant quality right there. Let me know if you guys make it. Hashtag Food Friday with Samy Bee. Let me know on Instagram. Let me know in the comments. I love you guys. Leave a like. Subscribe. We are on the 100 mark countdown. 96 to go to the Samy Bee family. Thank you for watching my Food Friday episode. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys. Or tomorrow for Sim Saturday.